for the delay. It's taking us a little while to get it all set up, get everything together. Before we start, I'd like to give you just a little bit of background on what you're going to see. The first year, those of you that were here remember it was about the elevator. I learned a little bit about my fear of being stuck on an elevator. Last year, it was my perspective of a classroom and what I think will happen to me someday. And this year, I had the hardest time. You can ask Miss Vicki. I don't know if she's been here, but you can ask her. I had the hardest time coming up with this concept. Had no idea what to do. But then it finally came to me one night when I was sitting at the table with my family. I was sitting there, and I just kind of thought for a second. I was like, all of these people made me who I am. I consider myself to be a pretty big idiot, truth be told. I act goofy all the time, as you've seen previously, and that's just who I am. I don't mask that, I don't shield it, I just act like an idiot and I have fun, and I don't care what people think. So, the idea came from that family dinner when I realized I was sitting with a bunch of idiots that molded me to be an idiot too. So, this year I wanted these guys to experience what it feels like to be goofy, to be silly. So I gave them some pretty silly material, and I have to say, they stood out amongst everyone I've ever worked with because they were willing to do just about anything. So I think you'll be pleased with the end product. I know I am. I'm really excited for them, and I know they're excited to bring it to you. So we present to you Family Dinner.
Oh yes, with a wonderful day left by the pool, with a refreshing drink in hand, and the sun beaming down on me, life couldn't get any better. Oh my goodness, I don't know how the audience out here. Hey, my name's Maddie, and welcome to my pool. I'm glad you can join me on such a warm, relaxing day. I have needed a day like this after last Friday night's family dinner event. It was crazy, I tell you. Well, maybe crazy enough for me to tell you that. So check this out. It all started with a bright idea for my friends over to meet my family. I have some pretty crazy friends, so I know this won't be any ordinary night with my family.
I mean, when Maddie was like, yo girl, come to my family dinner, I was like, heck no. There's no way I want to spend a bunch of time with a bunch of people I don't even know.
I love Adriana, but she ratchet sometimes.
Well, I'm pretty excited to be here because Maddie and I have gotten so close lately, and I'm really excited to meet all our friends and family. I don't really know any of them, but I warm up to people really quick, so I'm really excited to be here. As you can tell, I'm kind of sick, but I don't want to let that ruin this family dinner with Maddie.
Ken is my boo. He is so charming. He has a way of winning over everyone he meets.
The reason I said yes and Maddie's I need to get out of my house for a while. So a pet snake got loose in my house. I don't know where it's at. Then again, Kate and I have seen all the drama made me real happy. I mean, she's a fine piece of angel.
Johnny is so adorable, although slightly dusty. Everyone loves him well, except for Adriana.
Maddie invited me to this party so her and her friend Demetrius could hook me up with this girl Adriana. I don't know how I feel about this. I can't help it. I clam up when I'm around women.
I just want Carlos to be happy. I should have left him alone, but only if I knew his true intentions. Something's wrong with that boy.
Who knew I'd broaden my horizons with the taste of something new at this party?
This boy isn't one to turn down a free meal, especially when there are fine ladies at the table. The ladies of this family are half as sassy as Maddie. I am certain I won't walk home singing tonight.
Dimitri is bougie. He thinks he is something that he isn't. He can't keep his hands to himself. I should have kept him on a tight leash, but couldn't tell him that before dinner though. He probably liked the idea too much. Although that couldn't be as weird as last funny when he asked one of us to spank his itty bitty booty. Awkward. It would have been funny if it was just kidding.
We are a family with rules. We live by the law of land and stand firmly what is right.
That's my mom. She's a nut and a complete control freak.
But those who don't go by my rules are banished from this household. My family dinners are perfect, and I will not let nothing stand in the true hospitality.
Right.
Living with an uptight wife is tiring. I wish you'd learn to let her down and be free.
Daddy.
Sometimes she wonders why I act the way I do. But how can I explain to her I'm just a kid at heart? But our perfect family plan.
Daddy, it's so much fun. If Mom would have a school team, our family might be functional.
Oh my. I just love spending time with my family. The Lord has blessed me with an abundance of riches.
Just let a life of mine. I'm gonna let it die.
Hey! That'll be enough. Sometimes they like to make fun of Granny B. But here in the Stewart's household, we do truly love the Lord. Unfortunately, Granny B has an uncomfortable, close relationship with him. It's probably a good thing, though, because Grandpa Larry is at the brink of death. And boy, does she need to work on him in the name of the Lord. He's there toward the opposite direction, if you know what I mean.
Bernice! Bernice, is that you? Where are my teeth? Bernice, I'm never gonna be ready if you don't do your womanly duties and prepare mine.
Did I mention Grandpa Larry is dependent on others? He can't really get around. He nearly ignores my dad, his own son, and treats Granny B like a servant instead of a wife.
Bernice, do you have the preparation H cream? If you insist on making me sit at a table for 2 hours making small talk with a bunch of hoodlum children, then you'd better get that cream. Otherwise I'll be sitting sideways all night. And you know I can't hold it in my gas anymore.
I'm surprised someone hasn't killed that man by now. He's a pest. But then again, my whole family's a hot mess. Well, now that you know both my family and friends, let's get this story started.
Bernice, I need my insulin and medications. I'm not feeling so well, I think I might.
Larry! Larry! Larry? Oh Lord, is he dead? Is he dead? Thank you, Jesus. My prayers have been answered.
Come on, put your back into it.